everybody, welcome in for another flute review. I'm absolutely loving doing these reviews. All the flutes that I get to play are so exciting and really, really interesting. These next two flutes, though, I've never played a flutes these big before. So let me grab one of my other flutes just so you can see the difference here. Like, this is insane how big of a difference these flutes are. These are both made by Gyokusui. And these were custom-made flutes for a friend of mine. So these are actually not my personal flutes. I don't think that this fits my style whatsoever, but it was very interesting. This is a cap size 50. This is a cap size 5. So you can kind of see the tops here and how much they're different. Like, literally, isn't that crazy? It's absolutely insane. So, they're very difficult flutes to play. It looks like it's like a Myoan style Utaguchi insert. Single hanko. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 node bamboo. I'll tell you one thing. This thing is not cracking. That's right. Okay. Let's try to get into some sounds. It's very different, so don't expect like a massive sound. So even at the high range, it's very, very difficult to play. So this is not a flute that you're gonna buy and take for your lessons. This is a flute that I would say this is all suizen. This is just like playing the notes and diving into this particular flute's interesting sounds that it has. I have Sanya pulled up, so I'm going to do Sanya with this one, and I'm going to show you the 2.3 next. Okay, so that's this flute. I think it has like these ghosty like sounds to it, where it's just like you feel like it's just the little tiny melodies floating across the sky. At any moment, it can just disappear and it will come right back, but it's just like phantom like almost, really phantom like, appears, disappears, appears, disappears, and so you get yourself lost in the melody or the sound and the timbre of the flute. Here we go with the size 55. And if you're wondering how much bigger is that, I'm not really sure how much bigger it is, but here we go. So it's like, yeah, it's marginally bigger. Definitely on the bottom end of the flute, too. Okay. Cap size 50. Can't imagine trying to travel with this. Okay. This one also looks like to be a Myoan style. And this looks like it looks like ivory because of the discoloration over time. Could also be, what is it? Deer horn as well. Okay. One hanko from Gyokusui. And the Utikushi is very interesting. Very, very interesting shape for it as well. Hole size is a little bit larger on this one too. And the stretch is a little bit more difficult even though it's just a 2-3. Okay, let's see if I can get this all set up. Switching between even this flute like to another flute, like even between the 1.8 and this 2.3, even though I've been working with these flutes for a couple weeks, it still is very challenging. So it's a flute. Both these flutes are ones that you have to learn the flute. So these are both not shakuhachis that you would pick up as a beginner. You're looking for a very specific sound for a very specific piece that you're going to be training with. So let's give this a shot. Yeah, I don't think the E is there. And those are kind of there. Okay, give a couple more rows. Okay, it looks like it's off to the side. Like you almost have to play in this sort of crevice of the flute. So my guess is that when Gyokusui was making it, he was physically playing like this. Yeah, because the sound is coming out a lot better. Okay, let's do the same piece. And, whoo, man, these flutes are heavy. This has to be this is like, you can get a full workout with this. It's heavy. Very, very heavy. There was definitely a couple moments in there that I felt like, that's the sweet spot. That's a really good note. And I think that's a big part of learning this flute. I have to stretch out my hand now because my thumb's cramped up from it. So I can't even express how heavy this flute is. So this flute here is probably like 230 grams. This thing has to be like, I don't know, like this is definitely at least almost 2 pounds or 3 pounds. It's very, very heavy. So holding that and having that like extension there at the end, if you're not used to playing really big, fat, wide bore flutes, and this is even wider than wide bore, right? I don't know how to categorize it. It's a big flute. Sound wise, I don't think I've ever heard a flute that sounds like this. And I think that if you can get past, the fact that these are not going to be flutes that I'm going to learn how to play the entire repertoire of Honkyoku, but rather it's going to be a flute that plays 2 or 3 flutes, and or 2 or 3 pieces, and those I'm going to train with that. That's exactly what this is designed for. So I hope that you enjoy these. These were the interesting flutes I was talking about. So absolutely beautiful, and I mean this reminds me of like Watazumi flutes, right? And I mean this is the exact sort of thing that you would take pictures with. So maybe that's what I have to do too, is get me like 4 or 5 of these and then do a photo shoot with them, and then I have my Watazumi moment. Well, thank you guys so much for watching all of the videos for the Shakuhachi reviews. There's still more to come. There's just countless amount of makers. So when they come through the house, when people loan me the flutes to do the video about, and I also want to do an open call to makers. So any maker who has a flute that they would like to have reviewed, send it to me. I'll review it for free and give you my honest take on it. And yeah, hope you guys are enjoying all the content. Stay tuned for more stuff, and see you guys next week.